may not hear us, but...
Oh, yeah, they're at 75%.
Oh, hey. Hey, welcome.
Is that level too low?
Yeah, it's a little low. Maybe we can go up to 85?
Okay.
Sorry, I set her up for failure. Anyways, welcome to another Pop Live. Sorry. I didn't realize we're ready to go, and I was in the middle of eating.
It's a hectic morning.
Here's how crazy it is. I just went to the bathroom to wash my hands, and I looked in the mirror, and I saw what shirt I was wearing. This was not on purpose, but it's this, and that totally represents what kind of day we're having
today. It's been like
today.
our whole week, apparently.
But today was like even like
especially
all
bad.
together. Like I haven't been home up until like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes ago. And when I was home, I was cleaning out the garage because it got flooded. So,
why did it get flooded?
because Nato's diaper was full of shishi, and I put it in to hang over the sink that the washing machine drains into.
You know, we have a bucket in there that has water in it to soak stuff.
Here's the thing, though. I thought about putting it in that bucket, but in that bucket had a bunch of our napkins that we use for the dining table. And I thought she would go ballistic if she thought that I was soaking pee-stained.
But if you rinse out the shishi and then you put it in there,
I was
it's going to go into the washing machine after that.
I thought that would make sense, but then I immediately imagined, without even, I should have just asked her, but I just imagined her going like, what is this? So I didn't do that. And, well, needless to say, I had to rush home to clean out the garage that was soaking wet in all of our equipment. And stuff. It's been crazy, but we're here. So we're and it looks like nobody else is here, so even better.
You just hash out all our marital issues now.
Yeah. Well, we'll give our friends a minute to jump on here, but we're the other part is that we're also doing this like live stream. I don't know what to call it, like small group or something.
Challenge.
Yeah, and so we have to go live every day in this private group, and it's been really great, but also very challenging, and I keep forgetting like which audience is which, because like just now I was about to talk about something related to that, and I was like, wait, it's like no, different stream, different audience. So this is a totally wild ride for us.
You should just list all the things going on because it's crazy.
Okay, why don't you list them and I'll add on to them.
So I'll start with the corn in my ear. When I thought I had a corn in my ear.
This whole time I thought you were talking about like what jobs we were doing. And now I realize, oh no, it's all of the crazy stuff that's happened.
Going on.
Yeah.
The corn in my ear, and then I thought I was gonna choke on a pill.
Yep.
And then I had my tooth extracted because I cracked it in half. Gnarling. What is the word?
Gnashing your teeth.
Gnashing my teeth.
Which she thought originally was she sprained her jaw doing facial yoga, but it was because her tooth was cracked. But she thought she broke her face.
My root was dying, but I thought I broke my face. And then the computer died.
Yesterday.
And then you threw out your back after you had your bad vaccine, your second vaccine with the really bad reaction that lasted for 2 days.
3 days, I think.
3 days.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, we got to explain the computer she's talking about is the one that does all of our work. Like we cannot do any of our video editing without this computer. And it would not turn on.
It died in the middle of an edit. Like I was like, wow, oh, the mouse just disconnected. Phew.
And it's like, we have 4 videos that were due like
that night.
And so needless to say, that was a terrible timing of when the computer chose to crash.
And the child has a fungus, and then Nato has a UTI, and what else is going on? She
And
just threw up in the car.
yeah, so
She's been peeing everywhere because of her UTI.
and had like blood in her urine and her. That's why she had full diapers, because
Yeah.
no matter
'cause
how much she
all
pees,
the time.
it just she has to pee so frequently. So we could take her out for like a super long walk, and then as soon as we get home, more pee comes out.
It's very sad.
So this morning was supposed to be somewhat easy, where I take Trent to his test in the morning, drop off urine sample to the vet where they would give me Nato's medication, and then I would pick up Trent and then come home. But instead, did all that as far as dropping off Trent, going, getting the medicine, and then the house flooded. So I came home, fixed the house, went back into town, picked up Trent, and then as we were driving home, Nato threw up in the car, so I had to pull over on the side of the road and start cleaning out the car. And then there's
Trent's
traffic.
late for class.
Yeah, Trent was late for class. So
It is an exhausting day.
and when I came home, we're like, okay, we're gonna go live in like half an hour, and nothing was plugged in. Like all the equipment was packed away, and so I would show it to you, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 different things to plug in, and so we literally, like, when the countdown was at 5 seconds, I was finishing a bite of food, and she goes, "Oh no, 4 seconds, 3 seconds." And we ran over here and we're like, "Oh, how do we turn this thing on?" So here we are. Here we are.
I think I just needed to whine.
Just gotta let it go.
Sorry.
Well, with that out of the way, we ought to balance things. So, with all that, Jamie has chocolate. The computer works.
I highly recommend Chocolate.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Our friend Erin and the team over at Chocolate in Manoa.
I usually get the fancy ones, but this is just the
There's a plate in front of your head there.
Oh, there. It's just the bar, and it lasts so long, and it's so good. I'm really out of it. How are we gonna do this today?
Just like what we're doing right now. All right, so we're going to talk about virtual conventions or conferences. Platforms, which tie in very nicely to putting on a virtual conference. So we work with a lot of nonprofits that put on conferences where they will have speakers and presenters and gatherings and stuff. But with everything going virtual now, for the most part, a lot of the majority of conferences we've seen and we've heard of are just done on Zoom, where they'll have a speaker amongst all the attendees go on a Zoom call, and they'll spotlight the speaker, and the speaker will do a share screen. And for the most part, it's the feedback we've been hearing is a lot of people are just over it. Like, they keep thinking they're over Zoom, but I think it's that they're over not doing it properly, and Zoom just happens to be the particular platform that they're using. But yeah, when you have something that's not necessarily produced, it's not like
focus on the platform.
Oh, okay. So what we have seen and have added to our little arsenal of tools.
I think what is difficult, like for the conferences, the virtual conferences that I've been on, you get like all these emails. Like you'll get an email before that says like the whole agenda, and then like each day you might get an email with like different Zoom links for each speaker. And then you have to keep going back to your email and looking for the correct link. And then like the downloads might come separately another day after the thing is over, or it's just like a lot of email. Like I think one conference you might get like 20 emails for a 2-day conference, and it's just a little bit ridiculous. Like, stop already.
Yeah. But even the experience of it is pretty overwhelming too, right?
And then it's confusing. Like if I have this one session that I want to see that's at like 10:30, and then another one at like 11:30, and like what time do I click on the 11:30 link? And if the 10:31 goes long, I don't.
It basically does not translate for what you would have done in person, where you're at a place and you're in the lobby and you can
Yeah.
go to the different sessions and whatnot, and all of the resources are right there at the table. So with virtual platform, wait, what is it called? What's the term?
Platform or dashboard?
Dashboard. Virtual dashboards. Virtual event dashboards. Sorry. It's so new to us that I don't even remember the term. Virtual event platforms, basically dashboards, basically operate as a virtual, like replace the in-person lobby, where you can virtually create a lobby, so to speak, where all of your attendees can go to one location, and you'll see the entire agenda. You'll have the access to the different streams and rooms, all of the PDFs or whatnot that you need, resources that you need to download are there, and different paths and links to different what are those called, sponsors and presenters and stuff. Like, it's all in one place, so it takes your attendees just to one spot, and it's like they don't have to get multiple emails and stuff. They just get that one link and it takes them in there, and it's like they walked into the virtual lobby and it's like, we're here at the convention or at the conference. Everything I need to know is all right here on the page. And so you can get pretty like crazy with it, but in its basic rawest form is that you're just making it an easy experience, navigatable experience for your attendees. So the one that we are introducing to our clients is called Obvio, and it allows you to create custom kind of dashboard. So what kind of things go into the dashboard?
Isn't that what you just said?
Oh, okay. Well, did I miss anything?
I don't know. I kind of spaced out.
Okay. What do you want to talk about this?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Looks like things are turning in her head, and then she's shutting down. So the benefits of working with this dashboard is we also can customize the look of it too. So, like you can have like the design and look of it be matching what your branding and your themes are to your event, and then it uses, as far as like the live stream of the conference, they uses Zoom rooms, but they allow us to use their like high def version of Zoom, because they have some kind of deal with Zoom where Zoom actually has, for like special people, like high def streaming and stuff. So you know how you always go on Zoom
I think
calls?
it's the enterprise account, but they have a special level because they work directly with Zoom.
Yeah, because I've seen like on like Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, like those kind of late night talk shows, and they have their interviews with celebrities, and it has a little Zoom logo in the corner. It looks so like crystal clear. I'm like, wait, how come? Like, we actually use our software, and we look pretty good on Zoom, but it's still not anything compared to what I've seen with those shows. And it's because we're using the basic, like consumer level of Zoom, which is, I think, like standard definition or something. But with Obvio, they have us use their enterprise account, and now we have access to high def streaming. So that's awesome.
What's important for this is that, like, when an organization is thinking about doing a conference, they have like all these different elements that they want and they don't know how to put it together in a virtual space because you don't have the lobby and you don't have the registration table. So I think rather than focusing on the Zoom element of it, which could be separate, like just focusing on what or when you're planning your event, why would you want a dashboard?
So why would you want a dashboard?
So you have one place to put everything. Otherwise it's all separate emails and different attachments, and what if somebody can't open the attachment, and or it's just having everything in one spot. So they have platforms that are already made, like I think Hopin and Hova, and there's other ones that have a lot of functionality in them, but I think there might be times where you don't use all of the functions, so then it might get more confusing for your users. So if you have something that you can customize from the ground up, then you can say what to include in it, and then your users won't get confused by additional things that are there that they don't really need. So I think keeping it simple and in one spot makes a difference for the attendee experience.
See, that's so much better. I am the type that I get really excited about the bells and whistles and the fun, flashy, cool stuff. Like, oh, it can look so awesome, and you can, the quality of the picture's better. But she always is more practical and like, what's the functionality of this, and why would you want to do this?
This is why you want to put like transformer fans up and like faucets that light up.
Because I care about the end result, which is when people see it, like, wow, it's so cool. But if I'm trying to sell it to her in the beginning before it goes up, it doesn't matter to her. It's not. She's like, why would I need that? And so same thing here. It's like you as an organization, I'm saying like, look at all these cool things, and you would say, why do I need that? But then when you get it, you're like, this is so cool. Like, that's pretty cool. But the other thing too is, is it appropriate to bring up the gamification element of it too? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the other cool part about it is that you're always trying to figure out how to keep your audience engaged and bring value to your sponsors. Like encourage, figure out a way to get people to, go to a sponsor's page or activity or whatnot. And just like in person, where before you probably do something like, hey, you got to visit each sponsor table and get a stamp, and then you can get entered into a drawing for a prize or something. That's how you would kind of incentivize people to visit all of the sponsor tables. You can do that here in this virtual dashboard as well, where there's all kinds of abilities to gamify the attendees' experience. You want to explain a little bit about that?
So you can select things like, because it's all in one spot, because all of the downloads and the sponsor rooms and like filling out a form, all of that is on one web page. You can set it up so that with any action, or you can choose what actions the attendee takes and assign how many points they get for each action. So like visit the sponsor page, you get 50 points, download this PDF, you get 100 points, and then you can show like the leaderboard, and then maybe at the end of each day the top people get something.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, so there's it just makes the whole experience so much more enjoyable, I think, for attendees, but also for sponsors and everybody. There's just it allows more connections, I guess. And that's what I think a lot of organizations are missing right now. Like they're so frustrated because it's like there's no connection.
I think it incentivizes action, not connection. So you can give a lot of points for visiting your sponsors, and so you can get more, so they get more return on their investment, and makes it more fun. But as far as connections, I think that would be through other stuff like the social stuff.
And there are like elements also to the dashboard of chats and stuff
I
like
think
that.
it would send you out. So that's not within the dashboard. You would have to choose a link or choose a different, like the event that I attended that used this dashboard sent people to a Facebook group. So that's where all their interaction was happening. And that was really cool. And it's still open now. So people are still helping each other out and talking to each other over there. So as long as you don't have a problem with, or you don't have too big of a problem with Facebook, then that's good. But there's other apps too that people use.
I just noticed that on the screen, like your skin comes off very white and pink, but you are probably more
I think it's because
colored.
that light is facing me directly. So
Oh. Oh yeah, if I was here, now I start to look like that. Sorry guys.
we are having a rough time.
Yeah, but anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Like, so we're actually going to do a like a test, not test. Well, it's a test run, but it's like a sample showing. What do we call it? We're doing a
Test drive.
yeah, which we're inviting anyone and everyone to join us to check it out. So we're doing it next week. I forget what day.
Tuesday.
Oh,
420.
Tuesday afternoon. Oh yeah, Tuesday, April 20th at 4:00 Hawaii Standard Time. I don't know when we'll. I guess look in our. I know you can email us if you would like the link. Info.
No, they have to email us so we can add them on because
Oh.
that's how they get sent the thing through Avio.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So if you want to take this little test drive in our Pop Obvio sample run, which is again April 20th at 4 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, email us at info@popcm.me. I don't know if we have that up there, but yeah, if you send us an email there, then we can register you on there, and you can take this little dashboard for a spin and kind of see what we were talking about and give you some ideas of what you could do with if you wanted to go that route with using a dashboard like Obvio. There you go. There's our email address. So just shoot us an email there, and we'll get you registered for it. And again, it's free.
I feel like because it's good to see what it would be like from the end user experience. Because like when we were getting ready for HanoCon last year, it was really it was hard to know what it would be like for people when they actually go into it for an event. So just getting access to the site and seeing what's there.
Yeah, getting the user experience. So it won't be anything super fancy or nothing, but it'll just mainly be there to show you. It's kind of like when you go to an open house and there's no furniture, but you can imagine how you could decorate this place. That's what it is. Like. We're going to have an open house for our virtual dashboard. Okay. Anything else?
I feel super loopy.
I think we're going to regret not cutting this off sooner, but that's what we do. We're just our authentic selves. So we'll see you next week. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to throw a comment or send an email to us. But we'll see you next week on another Pop Live. All right, bye.
Oh no.